afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another edition of American Dream Trading's live futures education and trading broadcast. Again, this is an outreach of American Dream Trading, which is founded by, is owned by, is managed by, is incorporated into a legal corporation by Chad Christian, who we affectionately call Coach. Why? Because he helps us navigate the muddy waters of everything investing, such as stocks, stock options, crypto, and my personal favorite and the focus of this program, futures. Again, glad to see you all here today. My name is Mark McSee, one of the many moderators here at American Dream Trading. Glad you could be here. You know the routine if this is your first time being here. Congratulations. You could change your life by watching this broadcast. Results not guaranteed or implied. Make sure you click that subscribe, like, share, and make sure you turn those notifications on. Thank you, Yeti, for the follow over there on TikTok. Appreciate it. Good to see everybody. There's Cherub over there on the YouTubes. Other people, good to see y'all here. Got Rasmin's World in over there also, and Doug. Good to see y'all here again today. So, been a very good day today. It was kind of pre-market trading this morning. It was kind of low volume, little slog fest. I managed to make some money though during that time period. Yeah, but it was, you had to work for it. It wasn't just easy money. And then at the open, things took off, things dropped down, things went up. They went all around, pretty volatile. And our members took advantage of all of that. And then it finally settled down and started picking directions up and down, and we just rode that donkey like we always do, right? So glad you all could be here today, and hopefully you made a good moolah today yourself. Let's take a quick walk around the block. Let's see what we got going on here in the markets. This is your show, so if you have any questions, make sure you type them down there in your social media chat. Let's make sure we're sharing over there on TikTok and YouTube. Share out to live. Thank you, Doug, for the share. We have paid members in the room. They can share it too. You know, all they have to do is go to their social media and click share. Do it. Do it now. Do it. Do it. Do it now. All right. Let's take a look here, see what we got going on. What we're having here is ES. So this is the S&P 500, been very nice to the downside. Matter of fact, at one point today, we had a question was asked, should I take an upside counter trend trade? And I think the answer will end up being a resoundingly no, don't go against the trend because the trend's your friend. And, you know, it's just been doing this ever since. So ended up working out good for those people. NQ pretty much following the same bang here to the downside. It was a rough start for those indices this morning, but then they went up, right? Somebody's just by very heard that. Very little bit choppy, but it's still good. People made lots of money. Russell, it had its moments. Getting it shot up and down and just kind of went flat for a while. This is a Russell 1 minute. Got in a bunch of chop, and then it started trying to crawl out. And then we had a nice big pull like the rest of the markets around 1 o'clock today. So we've been taking advantage of all these movements in the market today. Count changing day for many of our paid members. And if you didn't know it, you know, the Dow set a new record high. Hit 50,006. What was it? I forget. 50,611. 52-week high. Or don't I? Up there? Whatever. Doesn't matter. So, very good. Dow closed up 50,000 and above, and we're still holding above that 50,000 range. It did drop down temporarily. Then we have our metals. Gold and silver, we're paying handsomely today. The downside, very volatile. At times, I love trading metals. There was zero volume. It was kind of a strange day. People were sitting on their hands. They didn't know what to do. They were waiting on somebody else to do something. They had these big price swings. I was in one, I don't remember what time it was now, but man, there was no volume. It just died after I got into it. And then all of a sudden, this thing just, big gap between the candles, because then they started throwing in orders. I don't remember what time it was. It's right on the chart, though. Kind of shocked me that I jumped up. I mean, I got the good gains on that to the upside. It benefited me, but it was like, wow. It was kind of shocking. That's one of the reasons you don't want to trade in low volume, because you can have those things. Somebody could come in there and all of a sudden dump in a order to sell everything, and you're going to the upside, or vice versa, right? You get smacked right in the mouth doing that kind of stuff sometimes. All right, so that's gold, silver. Also my favorite. Initially I traded more gold than silver. Ended up making more money off of silver in the long run today. That's some very nice moves to the upside. That's some very nice moves to the downside. Just what we like to see. You know, I just got on that train and rode it. You know, that's all you can do. Get on there and ride that train. Ride that donkey train. Ride that donkey. Do whatever you want. Just ride something. Get on it. Ride it, right? Oh, I got the rain. I decided to ride the train. What I did, that's what I did. Platinum, didn't even look at platinum briefly today. I used to trade it quite a bit too. I haven't touched that in forever. And palladium, also down 21 points today. That's a very light trading. It's on a 1 minute chart. You can see it doesn't get the love the other metals do, but I tell you what, you can make some serious money on trading that also. I haven't traded that any time recently myself. Oil, or as they say down there in the bayou, Earl, kind of choppy today, up and down. Nothing really all that impressive. And gasoline prices have also pulled back a little bit. So, in a downward trend right now. Hopefully that reflects in the gas pumps soon. Of course, the price of oil is what kind of drives that. And then our natural gas, because of the warmer winter weather that we're having now, it was 20 below the other day. Now it's freaking 50 degrees where I live. Crazy. And 20 below was wind chill, by the way. It wasn't real temp. It was like 10 below, 8 below, something like that. So it's been going down also because of that. And then you had agriculture was down today. They were red today. The dollar index is still, it's barely green right now, 0.03. So it basically is nothing. The dollar index, it was red most of the day, and then it turned green and shot them up the other way, and it's been in an uptrend here recently since. So follow the dollar index, which is DXY, and you'll know what your currencies are about to do. There's a direct inverse relationship. When the dollar index goes up, the currencies go down. Stronger dollar means a weaker euro, etc. So as you can see, there's the euro straight down. So straight down, but down. Anyhow, here we go. Let me check the chats up here, see if we have any questions over there. Tyler up there. Hey, how's it doing? Good to have you join us. Sergi, thank you for following. Appreciate it, everybody. Patrol. Look. Thanks for the gifts there. Patrol. Jeff, shared alive. Thank you, sir. Ask your questions right there. This is your show. If you have any questions you want to know about trading or futures in specific, doesn't have to be. You can ask anything you like, and we'll do our best to try to answer it for you as time allows. So anyhow, let's see what we can find over here to trade a little bit. Let's see. Let me see what metals are doing here, because I'm kind of partial to trading metals myself. Trading gold, trading silver. Never traded silver all that much, and then things change. All right, we're flat right here on gold prices right now. It's up at the top of the channel, which is a good thing. I'd want to break and hold above this green line, which would be the top of the trend channel. And there's a lot of money to be made between there and the 200, but I'd play it up to the 200. So that's a lot of room. Of course, you'd have to get through all these double tops here. Always look behind you. Look to your left. Always look to your left. And then back to your right, because that's where your trade's at. Don't forget to look right again after you look left. Or you'll be looking at something that already happened instead of what's already happening. Huh? How's that words for wisdom, huh? You ain't going to get that kind of information on and just anywhere on the interwebs. I'm telling you. What else we got? Copper. I didn't even look at copper, I don't believe, today. Maybe early this morning when I was doing a quick assessment. Back down to the old 52-week high level from the 5.8. I haven't changed this one in a while. Actual clear up here. The high went up to 650s. 6.5830 is actually. Where it is. All right, try this again. 66.5. What did I say? 830. That moved up where it belongs. Back up there. There we go. That easy. Sets that line exactly where I told it to go. Right? Nope. It did. It did tell it would go where I told it to go, except I told it 5 instead of 6. That ain't gonna work. 6.58. 830. Now to move. There we go. 6.8. Way up there. That's way far away. That moved that line right up there for me. Silver. Copper ain't interested in. Silver's flat also. Volume's on the low side. This is pretty much the same way as gold, but I like this look better. If it would happen to break to the upside, I have more room to wiggle up there. I am on a good downside play, though. I can play this down to down here behind you. Again, where's your levels at, right? Can I do that to the downside? I could, right? But I didn't break and hold here with enough oomph to the downside to make me want to jump in that. That's a little late to the future. We'll see here. If it does want to pull any further or not, we can always take that trade, right? I'd buy that for $1. See what happens. Not much. Just sitting there with no volume. Look at that. 6 volume. Do I want to trade that? Absolutely not. That's how you get your face ripped off. Let's go back to where all the action's at. Where's all the action at, Doug? Doug would say, the indices, Mark. Where they're always at. Go. All right, let's see if we got what questions we have over there in YouTubes and TikToks. None over there on the YouTubes. What's the matter, YouTube? They got no questions? All right. Let's see. What do we got over here on the TikToks? By the way, I want 65,000 today, so you can start clicking if you haven't already. 65,000. We don't even have 1,000. Nobody's clicking. Come on. That's only 1,000 each for everybody that's in here. Come on. It takes you about 20 seconds to get 100, right? It don't take that long. Let's see. What do we got? Max. One day I'm going to make you rich. Why? It's not going to be me make you rich. It's going to make you make yourself rich. Go. Oh, Doug already said that. Look at, that's scary. Doug and I think the same. Doug says you're going to make you rich. We only trade you. Exactly. Results not guaranteed, but need trading first. We're going to have to say goodbye to you, Mr. Kipto, permanently.
I already did it.
Oh, you already did it? All right. Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know why it's hanging out there.
Well, just probably refresh it. It'll probably be gone. All right. Yeah, don't come in my house trying to peddle your wares. It don't work that way. I don't come into your house. Come on. I'm coming into your house, sell stuff. Why would you want to do that in my house? That don't even make any sense, does it? I don't know about people nowadays. Why can't you just come in here and be nice? I don't know. It's not that hard.
What's happening, guys?
What's happening? Back in the house.
You made enough money, Mark, so you're done, huh? You're done.
Oh, yeah. We had a pretty good day. Day. Pretty good. Not bad. Got no complaints. Well, I always have complaints, but it is.
I gotta get my finger massaged today. My clicking finger.
Oh, there you go. Yep, you can do that. That would help. Share out our social medias while you're at it. All right. Well, ES here. You're going to pull down here to this double bottom, triple bottom, whatever you want to call it. Can I do a quick scalp there? I could do a quickie scalp right there. There was 375 I could have took. I want to see if it's going to pull down to this double bottom, though. It don't. There's my stop up here. I don't need to stop that big, do I, Doug? Like 75 ticks. We'll just move it way down there. I don't tend on sitting in this here much longer. Either going to do something or I'm ripping the Band-Aid off. Let's go. I could have took 375, but I didn't. Let's see here. All I got to do is get down and pass this my little widget. Not, I'm out. Take the loss, get out, move on to something else. See if this wants to pull back down or not. Come on. Back down there. You know you do. The trend's down. Come on. Just get down there. Quit playing games. Yes, it was a hard day today. I mean, it's volume was wacky. Fed chair started speaking, or not Fed chair, Fed governor, one of them started speaking. That did help the markets a little bit late. But economic news really didn't do much for the markets today. Those type of things. See what's going to happen here. I'll give it a minute. You know, I'm very impatient. I like to see my money be made right away, but you know, some days you just gotta work. You gotta work for the money. You gotta work hard for the money. Did I say work hard for the money? Because he won't treat you right or something to that effect. Come on. That ought to bring you some disco flashbacks. Come on. Those with gray hair.
I can see the lights
Donna
now.
Summer.
Huh? Disco sucks, by the way. So you know, just for the record.
This coming from a musician.
Yes. Disco sucks. I'm a classic rock guy. I'm not allowed to admit I like disco. Even though I had bell-bottom pants in the day.
You know you did.
Yeah, I know I did.
And a
Rocking
perm.
those styles.
We know you had a perm too, right?
But you know, I don't. I know how you guys operated. I know how we operated here. You show a picture, it stayed on the interwebs forever. Right, Christina?
Yeah, I know.
I still like your McFro picture. I think that was
Yeah,
phenomenal.
that's pretty cool. Waiting on this to pull down here, Doug. I'm getting tired of waiting. I'm getting sleepy. Things put me to sleep. Low volume.
Got a 10 ATR on the 1. 10 ATR on the 1 minute.
Yeah, there's no volume in it.
Oy, oy, oy.
I think everybody just said, heck with it for today. They went home. I'm thinking that's what happened. I don't know.
You know what?
Got in this trade a little late to start with, but that's all right. We'll give it a second here to see if it's going to do anything. If not, we're going to get stopped out. So what's going to happen?
Boomer, what is your ideal ATR on the 2 minute for ES?
I don't know about the 2 minute because I don't trade indices on a 2 minute that much. On a 1 minute, I'd want to see 12 to 14. $3.3 move average on a 1 minute candle. So that's 3 times 4 is 12, which is about average. Now those are all up now, but I would like whatever. I mean, I don't care. I'll trade anything, but this 10. Ugh. Much pain. By the way, I took a loss on that. I don't know if you saw that, but I took a loss on that trade, Doug.
I did see that. But I was sitting in the long watching that go against me.
Oh, okay. Well, you came out smelling like a rose then. Waiting on a break and hold here above this, our channel, trend channel, regression channel. The trend is down, so any trades to the upside would be counter trend at this moment. I'm going to wait for a break and hold to this level here, and if it does, I might just go ahead and do me a counter trend trade, which would be very, very quick. It's not something you want to sit in all day. The heck's my... Just don't want to break out. You got a little money double top here too. So this is kind of a rough spot. You look behind you, look left, right? No, left. I said left, not right. No, I said left. So look at these levels here, right? Now, when you look left, if it's very important, you do one other thing after you're done looking left. Make sure you look right, so you're back at where you're supposed to be looking. Go. For every action, there's an opposite and equal reaction. I think that's what he was talking about. When you look left, you got to go make sure you go back and turn your head back right again, or you won't see what's happening in current time. Well, this just doesn't want to break out. This is not interesting to me at all. I say we just shut the whole market down, go home, regroup, come back, reset tomorrow. What do you think? Nah, we'll see. We can make money out of anything. I can make money out of this too. I'm just not very, it's just not very entertainment friendly. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I need some volume.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
You
pick it
know,
up.
are you picking up what I'm putting down? Come on. What's the Dow? Dow was very nice to me today. Look at this. We're here, a little double top. Oh, we're going to play this. This is what we're going to play this. You know why? Because I want to. How's that? Because I want to. Let me load up here. I'm waiting on a break and hold. That's why I didn't jump in it yet. There's the break. I want this candle to hold right here above this line here. That was today's open. That candle gets up there, which I'm not too confident it will, due to the other ones not wanting to go up. We'll wait and see. Wait for the trade to come to you. Don't be chasing it. Know what your entry is to the upside. Know what your entry is to the downside. Do not compromise your entries. At any time, you will get burnt. And this stays here. Nowhere. Just dead. Dead, I tell you. I don't care which way it goes.
Dead.
Just go somewhere.
Dead ski.
Dead. I know. I don't know
Junction,
why I'm
bud.
in here. I tell you what, I thought I was out.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Oh. What they did. All right. Well, here's another little candle here, but I need you to break and hold above that white line there, which is just built into
Come
my
on.
indicator.
ES is sitting on like a 100 top here. Just break it and get it over with.
You have volume yet?
No.
Okay. I mean, you should always volume on the indices, not today.
Goodness
The way this
sakes.
was this 5 or 4, whatever time I started looking at charts, 5 o'clock this morning, whatever time it was,
Mhm.
30. I don't know what time I come down this morning. It was just like, I mean, I made money, but man, I had to work for it. I don't like working for it. I want to see movement. Bang, bang, right? Oh, here we go. We're going to try to go to the upside now.
There's the first one. Thank
Maybe.
you.
Just teasing, Doug. It's just teasing. No.
I know,
Oh, I
but at
see.
least I shaved
I
a
know
little
a
bit
tease
there
when
because
I
I
see it.
shed, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Shed at that key level, double top, triple, quadruple top thing.
Oh, 304. What do I want? That's I need over 13. That ain't even showing up on the L2 yet. And nobody wants to take it up that high. We're still down in the 300s. Low 300s. Part of trading is waiting. It's not all glory. Could I enter this trade now and hope it goes up? Sure could. Is that a smart thing to do? Sure isn't. So I'm not going to enter this trade. I mean, I can enter. It's a paper trade. Here, here's what happens. I think I got a feeling this is going up. I'm just going to go ahead and enter it now. I got a feeling, Doug. Let's see how this feeling
Is it
works.
gas?
Yeah. No, you don't do this, right? Never do that. You wait for the trade to tell you what it is you want to see. Don't do this. Right? Yes, that is the Tokyo Open. Correct. 53.13, Chris. Oh, look, I'm in profit. I made $1,000 already, Doug. Just sitting here. That ain't what I want. I want more. I want it to go above that line. This is the Tokyo Open, as said. Yeah, we don't care. We don't care. We just want it to go up there. Right? That's all I want. That I don't need nothing but this lamp and my stapler and this pen and
My red stapler.
no, that's a different movie. I'm talking about the jerk with what's his name? I went brain.
Steve Martin.
Who? Steve Martin. Yes, I almost said Dean Martin.
You are
Dean
correct,
Martin. That's one of my favorite movies. Big Steve Martin fan. I like his humor. He's weird. I like him. An acquired taste. Well, I'm up $250. Ooh, now I'm down 250. Now I'm down 750. Who told me to buy this, Doug? Oh, wait, I said don't buy it, and I did anyway, right? Just to show you what happens. Actually, I was hoping to show you what this thing would collapse on me so I could say, see, this is why you don't do this. So much for that lesson. Oh, I am down 500. How's that? Don't do that. You'll lose $500.
You allowed hopism.
Yes, there is no hopium in trading. You wait for it to tell you. And what did I say my entry was? Was up here at this
Conjunction function.
right
Break
there.
in.
Break, conjunction, hold. Did you know and's a conjunction because it holds the break and the hold together? Therefore, that makes it a conjunction. That's the function of a conjunction. How do we know that? Because we listened to that song the other day. We learned a lot. Junction
That's why
function.
sticky pink eye is called conjunctivitis. Because it holds it together.
Because it holds it together. Oh, is that what it is?
Yes. Mhm.
Oh, okay. See, you just don't learn about trading here. You learn all kinds of things hanging out with us.
I'm not entirely sure I needed to know that.
I know. It just came to my head. I was like, oh.
Tyler says, watching you all trade has made me more patient in my own trades. Thanks for that. Well, you should join me during the live Zoom calls when I'm trading. You would change your tune. The only reason I'm not jumping in and out here is because there's no volume. And I want to see if it's going to break and hold, and it's not. I'm going to take that 1500. I can't take it no more, Doug. That's it. That's all the patience I got. I done wore it all out. I need something volatile. Where's some volatile at? Well, it sure ain't gold. It's got a ATR 6. What about silver? Everybody, I mean, there's no volume on any of this stuff. Don't matter. We can still trade it. Okay?
It's all trash.
We'll trade. We'll go silver. Here, let's trade a bunch of silver. Let's go big on silver. Let's go, just go all in on. Let's go big or go home, dog. There we go. 100 contracts. What do I want? Should I jump in now, Doug? No. Why? Because it hasn't broken, held the top of the trend channel, Doug. That's ruinous to your count. Well, you know, in this case, I'll just go ahead and take the 5,000, but that wasn't the point. The point was you don't jump in until it breaks. Conjunction holds. Break and hold. But you made $5,000. Okay, that's a dumb rule. Well, that time I did. You don't wait for the break and hold. Generally, you're going to come out on the losing end. Take my word for it. Been there, done that. All right, hey, what's up there, buddy? Over there on the TikToks. Good to see you. And Diego. Yes, no hopium. Hopium is not a trading strategy. What am I trading, Ziggy asks. Presently, silver. SI, silver futures. This is a futures trading broadcast. And let's see here. Look at this bad fill for chasing out. Watch that. Oh, look, I just made $10,000 so far, right? Well, I didn't make nothing until I bank it, right? 15. When's my next candle start here? Where's my countdown? 17 seconds. I'll hold this, see what this next candle brings. If it starts on the shoulder previous, I'll stay in it. If not, I'm going to pack it in and get out. Go. Where's the next candle? Should be starting here shortly. Any second now. Where's it at? Where's it at? It better start on the shoulder of this one to indicate strength to the upside. There it is, side of the shoulder. It's not up above the shoulder. That's not good. Did not start where the other one had. So this candle will be a weak candle. I telling you this before it even happens. See? Doesn't mean it can't go up. See how it's hawing around. Are you confident it's going up? I'm not. Not at all. Right? Again, I could have took that profit paper trade. This is a simulated account. Simulated money. Simulated. This is not real. This is for education and training purposes only. Never mimic or try to copy what you see on my screen. Number one, on social media, you're at least 20 to 45 seconds behind. See, I could take it at 7,500 right now. That'd be a pretty good deal, wouldn't it, Doug? Sure would. What's the next candle going to do? How much do I got to my next candle? 3 seconds. It's a good thing I waited. Try to get better at doing that. Let's see where this one starts. Daggone, it did start on his shoulder. Come on. What's going on here? Just being weak. Not enough volume to shove it up there. Now I'm going to shove it up there. Come on. Let's go. Come on. You can do it. Let's go. Let's get on that gravy train. Come on. Let's go. Let's go for a ride. Come on. Come on. Come on. That didn't help any. Come on. Matthew, should I stay in this trade or not?
All right, all right, all
Didn't
right.
sound like he was telling me. He was just agreeing. All right. Whatever you want to do. All right. Whatever you want to do. Well, I'm going to tighten my stop up here for a minimum of $15,000 gain, which I got. Bang, bang. Stop me out. Tired of waiting. No volume, Doug. Uh-oh. Is it going to do
2 minute
it again?
EWO signal to the upside on ES. 2 minute EWO signal upside
Oh,
ES.
well, if silver might do the same thing. You know I don't do 2 minute EW. That's right at the top of the trend channel, though. It's probably going to reject here. And you got the 200 and the VWAPs up there above. There's enough meat there on that bone to take that, but, you know. Yeah. It ain't sexy enough for me, Doug. Go back to silver. What's going on over here? Look at that. Look at that trade. Come on. Let's go over here and sit in this longer. Let's just let it go. We're going to let it go. That's what we're going to do. I might even shed, Doug. I might shed. I should have shedded there because I just shed myself. I paid attention. There we go. Did you see the new Super Bowl ads with William Shatner and how they twisted his name?
I haven't seen anything regarding the Super Bowl.
Well, I watched it on YouTube, all the commercials at once. Yes, go check out the ones with William Shatner. You'll enjoy that.
Okay.
It's for, what food's it for? You shat if you eat those things. You will shat.
Oh, gotcha.
That's what they say on the commercial. You will shat. Will
Will
shat
Shatner.
eating this product, whatever it was. I don't even remember the product now. Come on. TikTok, what was the product? Come on. What was it? What's William Shatner's commercial, Super Bowl commercials promoting? I don't know. What was it? Anybody? Come on. For the win. Let's go. Who's the first? By the way, I wasn't paying attention to that trade. That's why I closed it. Anyway. Nobody wants to answer that question. Apparently, nobody watches Super Bowl commercials. I could have Googled the answer by now. I thought I'd just go straight to the source out here. Come on. Nobody? All right. I'll go Google it. I'll just do it myself. That's what I got to do. It's for Raisin Bran, Doug. That's what it's for. You shat.
Gotcha.
On the big show. I thought it was kind of funny in a roundabout way. You know how I am.
You know that dark sense of humor.
Yes, that's what it is. Very dark. Well, Silver ain't doing nothing. These other Doug, it's stuck here too. Who wants to see me trade something? Dude wipes. No, wasn't
Come on.
Dude wipes, Trader B. You use those after you eat the Raisin Bran. He was doing razor. No, but they did have that dude razor thing on there. That was pretty disgusting too. You see that one? Oh, that one there was kind of, my wife did not appreciate. My wife did not appreciate the humor in that one. Like, turn that off. Whatever that famous men's grooming company is.
Miranda's out on the TikToks.
Huh?
Miranda's out on the TikToks.
Miranda, we got to straighten up, Doug. HR's in the house.
Yeah, act natural.
HR's in the house. And so if you're going to enter this trade on the silver, you need to take all them things I just got done talking about into effect. Let that be a lesson to you. Thank you. Anybody else got questions? Oh, look, Doug, Miranda's in the house. HR's in the house. We got to behave.
Act natural. Or don't act natural. Act responsible.
Pretend nothing was wrong 5 minutes ago.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yes.
That's right.
All right, what do we got gold here? Is gold going to pull or is gold going to go up? Which is it going to do? Which one do you hopium it's going to do? And none of them. Somebody give me something to trade, man. What's got going on here? I don't care what it is. Call out something, I'll trade it. First thing you put on a chart or put into your little she says we act natural. I know something's wrong. Yeah, I know. Type something in the chat and I'll trade it. I don't care what it is. I don't care. This here has just got no volume. Anything. I'll get a cup of coffee here while I wait. Oh, it might break out here. Maybe am I going to get my bump to VWAP? Got to break and hold above here, though. I don't know. Ain't convincing me here. I got 8 seconds to wait. We'll see. 3, 2, 1, 0. Is this starting on the shoulder of the previous candle? It did, but does it have oomph to the upside? No, not yet. I'm not convinced. Are you? Do you need convincing that's going up? Because that ain't giving me any convincing, is it? That's why I talk. You want to wait for the break and hold with oomph to the upside. It's got oomph to the downside. That would have been disastrous jumping in that, huh? How about I do the bounce off the 9? Okay, since you asked, I'll go ahead and do that. Let's see. It didn't quite get to the 9, but we'll see. I bet I can snag a couple of dollars off this trade real quick. Hang on. There it is. There we go. There's $500. Something like that. Anyway. Bang, bang. Bounce off the 9. Didn't quite touch it, but close enough for hand grenades. Next. Who's next up? Let's see. What's silver doing? Silver's just kind of hanging out. Don't want to break through that level either, does it? Around that 88 or 81-ish, 81-ish. Yeah, 81035. Why does that number ring a bell? Questions, comments, type them down in your chat box down there on your social media. We'll answer your questions as time allows. And right now, that's all I got time because there ain't no volume. Ask me a question, please. And if I don't know the answer, I'll just make one up because that's how I am. No, I won't. If I don't know the answer, I'll go find one. Let you know. Get back to you later. Dow is coming up. These are all in a rotten area right now. Got this cup thing here going on. You got VWAP and a 200 to the upside. Got that mess right there. Doesn't want to break out of that little consolidation top there. We want to see this here. See if you look back. Look back. Questions? All right, Mr. Tiggy. I just watched the pretty funny Raisin Bran is my go-to. I love Raisin Bran. I like to mix other cereals like Frosted Flakes or Fruit Loops. That stuff's bad for you, Mr. Tiggy. You can't be eating kids' cereal anymore. You got to grow up someday. But eating that sugar stuff, it's bad for you. Bad. How do you determine volume if a candle can go up to hit the top of a wick and it pull back to the negative? We can't. You don't know. Volume is just volume, right? Now, we have a thing here that shows buyers and sellers volume right here on our system. But volume in general is just that. It just moves. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going up or down. What I'm doing is on there when I see that candle come back, how did I know it was going to do that bounce? I didn't. However, statistically, it will. How do I know that? Because I've been doing this for 3 years, and Coach told us it does that, right? It's a key indicator, right? Doesn't matter. It could be this. It could be a line on my chart, right? Down here, it could be down this Tokyo Open. You see how hard it was to break through that? It finally did. But you see me play that bounce off the 9 as it pulled back. I don't remember what it was we were trading. I told you I was going to do it before I did. I think it was on silver. But anyhow, it pulled back, and then I would just have guessed that it would bounce off of that indicator just like it was a historical level. So you could get those. Now, those are a risky trade. They don't always bounce. Well, when they don't bounce, you got to make a quick decision. It's a high-risk scalping trade, right? So, but as far as the volume, how do you know which way it's going to move? You really don't. Just watch it. It's a visual thing. That's how I was able to take that trade, catch that bounce, right? Statistically, that's what happens. It'll pull back to a level, right? Whether it's the top of the previous candles. Let's say this pulled up to here. Let's say, where's that most likely to pull back to? Well, it's most likely going to pull back to the tops of these candles. Why? Because all these candles stopped there, right? Why did it stop? Why did all those just stop right there? I don't know. You think I got all the answers? No, I don't. No, it's just for whatever reason, there's a level there, right? Where it buys and sells at. So if this would happen to go break through here, I would expect it to come back and stop or bounce at least here at this level, because that's where these candles couldn't break and hold above that, right? So to go up, if it gets rejected, it'll come back. It might come back to this, depending unless, well, this trend channel might override that, but this is a good place for it to typically pull back. All right, what else? Bobby says, I eat Raisin Bran with dried strawberries. Yeah? Well, you know, it's got raisins in it already. Yes, dried strawberries. I like fresh strawberries. Oh, look at that, Doug. I missed that. I answered a question, and I missed that big pull. Should I jump in that? Not yet. It hasn't broken held below the 9. Well, it's broke, but it hasn't held there yet. Got the 21 right there. It's another strong indicator. Can I jump right in that? Yeah, how do I know it ain't going to bounce off 21? It probably will statistically. I'll show you. See, if it don't, I got to get out of this trade, right? This may be a big sell-off for all I know, right? This didn't pull back immediately. See how fast? See, if you don't make that instant decision, I was down, whatever that said, 50,000, right? Sometimes it doesn't. That's why it's a high-risk trade, okay? I just left this open because I see it wasn't going to stop, but show you that there can be real-world circumstances taking these high-risk trades. I was counting on a bounce off the 21. Will it eventually? Well, it could. Next candle looks like it's going to start here, but the problem is it didn't. So it didn't. If it doesn't bounce right away, get out. Don't play around. Don't try it. It's a high-risk trade no matter how you look at it, okay? And as you can see, it's continuing down. I was going with will it bounce off the 21? Would it most of the time? Yeah. Pretty strong level, generally, right? Indicator. So that time I played the statistical odds. Just remember, when you have an 80% chance of doing something, you also have a 20% chance it won't work, right? That's statistics for you. So, wow, Doug, I don't know. Even there's no volume in TikTok either. I'm only up to 2,600 likes. Nobody likes me today, Doug. I even wore the loud shirt today. It's 51 degrees here in sunny Ohio. The heat wave.
OH?
IO. Oh, what's the temperature where you're at? When was the last red day on my live account? You wouldn't believe me if I told you, but I'll tell you anyway. It would have been Thanksgiving of, not last year, the year before. I have red trades every day. I lose money every day, but I don't have red days. Been over, whatever, year and a half. I know you don't believe that, that's why I don't talk about it. Nobody would believe it. Yeah, I heard it. Have I had some barely green days? Yeah, absolutely. Have I had some days where I was red up to the last couple of minutes and made like $12 green? Absolutely. What's that? Dan?
I believe you, buddy.
Oh, okay. Anyhow. Yeah, I kind of avoid talking about records and things because people don't believe. If I told you how much I make today or made yesterday or 3 weeks ago, if I said I made $100, you wouldn't believe it. If I said I made 1,000, you wouldn't believe it, right? If I said I lost $100, you'd believe that, right? So I lost the inverse of $100 today. How's that? Maybe that's how I ought to say it. All right. Nothing moving here. What do we got? You guys better come up with some questions because there ain't no volume here. I could trade it. I could sit it and wait on it. I just don't like to. Very impatient person. Very. That's not worth trading right now. You probably looks the same, my guess. Yeah, well, it's a little lower there. We can probably catch a quick trade on that. Bang. Give me that. Give me a little bit of that. Huh? Give me a little bit of that. Yeah, there we go. We'll take $500. Boom, right? Good. Right now I'm at a double bottom, so now I got to cool my jets, right? Can I catch a double bottom bounce to the upside? Yeah, I probably could. Let's see. Yeah, right there was $500 I could have took. Right there's now I'm down $1,500. See? Could have took that quick bounce. Double bottom bounce. We do it all the time. We do it all day long. We take those. Double top bounce, double bottom bounces, triple bottoms, double triple bottoms, double triple tops, quad tops, you name it, any kind of tops, any kind of bottoms. We like rounded bottoms. We like everything. We got like all kinds of stuff here, right? Now, I shouldn't not be in this trade now. Again, bounces are bounces. If it don't happen when you think it's supposed to happen, it ain't going to happen, right? Doesn't mean it can't go back up. But if you don't take them bounces, this is what happens. You saw I was up, whatever that was, $500 or whatever it was. I forget now. Right? You got to go bang and get on them right now. So, what's your criteria you would go by when you start your day trading? Make money? I go by and I look first thing. I do a quick walkthrough. Usually, I hit me personally. Lately, I've been hooked on metals, silver, gold, copper, platinum, palladium, not so much. Platinum, not so much lately either. But I never shut my computer off per se. So the charts are always up there when I come down once I wake it up. I do a quick run through. I'll go look at gold, look at silver, see what it's doing, take a quick peek at copper. Usually copper doesn't have much volume in the early morning when I start trading. So I usually do very rare as the day I trade copper early morning. Need volume for that. So then I go look at the indices. I look at, ES, NQ, not so much ES, but I'll look at NQ, the Russell, the Dow, and then I'll look at oil. That's usually the ones I look at first. Yes, there's all kinds of other things I could trade, but that's usually what I'll do. And I'll see within a fraction of a second, I know whether I want to trade something or not, right? I go over here, click on gold. Do I want to trade gold? Let me look at my chart. Where's my indicators at? Let me see. If I had volume, would I want to trade this trade? Yeah, this is pretty juicy looking. I'm in the upper part of the trade here, right? All my indicators are behind me. Now I already know there's no volume, right? Doesn't mean I can't go in here. Oh, it's got volume. I'm going to enter, right? That's what I would do. I made that decision instantly. Why? Because I know how to read my chart, right? There's my trend, upper trend of the trend, bottom. There's the median or the mean. It's already broke through that structure. And it doesn't have any volume, right? So this has the better chance of going up than it does down, but there's no volume to push it either way. So I don't trade metals in low volume. I try to avoid it like the plague. Okay. Can I jump in that? Sure. I could sit here and wait, right? If I want to sit here and wait, I'll make a tight stop because I ain't gonna sit here all day. I'm more worried about a immediate big ginormous pullback because somebody dump an order in there real quick. Well, I'm not looking, right? And I let that go and go look at something else? Sure, I could, but I don't. I stick it. So yeah, I take a look, see what I like to trade. It's the same things usually every day. I'll pick one that looks like it has the biggest potential taking off anytime soon. Usually in the early morning hours, there's volume in all of them, so just pick one. Just a matter of where they're at in relationship to my indicators. What's my entry to the upside? What's my entry to the downside? And I try not to compromise my entry to the upside or entry to the downside. Let the trade come to me. When it's ready, bang, bang, I jump in it, right? This one here has no volume. I would not trade this to do that because I haven't seen that volume bar. Can I make money on this? Will I make money on this? Yeah, I probably will. But, it's like watching paint dry. Mark's too hyper for that. My brain's got to be going at all times. I don't like peace and quiet. I don't like quiet. I like peace, but I don't like quiet. I just got to have noise in my head because then it keeps them sisters that's in my head talking. Keeps them so I can't hear them as much. So that's what I do. Then I just rinse and repeat. Generally around 5 o'clock a.m., I probably am not trading anymore. Volume really tends to drop off during that time. And, it picks back up again, 6 o'clock, 6 to 7 to 8. And usually I'm done. I very rarely trade till 8 o'clock, usually 7. I kind of cut it off maybe. Hanging out in the Zoom, just yakking and listening to what everybody else is saying. In the pre-market Zoom, there's 500. I could take that right now and be done with this trade, right? Or I can sit here and see what's going to happen. See if it's going to break and hold above this level. If it does, then I might get some movement up to here, right? People get excited. Oh, it's finally broke out. Let's get in it, right? And take off. So,
Mark, there's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, there's a question asking, how do you get your mind right to be prepared for trading?
Proper sleep, nutrition, and exercise. And take these all natural vitamins.
Mark, you do none of those.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of somebody. I was thinking of Doug. Sorry. Yeah, I do none of those.
Okay.
I do not get proper sleep or nutrition or
I
rest
don't
and
do
zero
any of them either.
exercise, and it works for me. So do none of those things, and you could be successful like me. No, I mean it really does. You don't. I mean, yes, I don't. I operate on very few hours sleep. It's just the way I'm wired. Can't explain it. Am I tired? Yeah, I'm tired right now, but I don't. You need to be focused. If you do not feel right, if you're sick, if you just had a fight with your significant other or the kids or the dog just got done peeing on the floor and you're mad about it, you got to be in the right frame of mind, right? Mindset and being laser focused on each and every trade while you're in it is the utmost importance. If you're just doing it halfway, you're just going along with the flow. You're not, yeah, lots of Raisin Bran. I haven't had Raisin Bran in a long time, come to think of it. If you're not at your best, your trading is going to reflect on that. If you're sick, if you're angry because you had a fight with somebody or the dog bit you or whatever, right? You hate your boss. So mindset is 100% of trading, 99% of it. The other part's clicking a mouse. That's the easy part. So, yes, rest is important. There's a couple of us in here that sleep is just kind of a waste of time. Right, C-Mac? We just do it whenever.
That's so true. I can't, I hate,
Too much to do. I got
I
time.
miss out on so much when I sleep. I can't stand it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is. Your mental awareness is very important to trading. Mental is 99% of trading. You got to wait. Can I fall asleep? Yes. You guys have seen me fall asleep while I'm talking to you. Does it happen? Sure. But don't trade if you don't feel good. If you don't feel at your best, if you got the flu, you wake up with a cold, right, a big headache, that's not the time to be trading. You got to get that stuff behind you before you do. Going through a very stressful time in your life, whatever it is, you know when you're not at your best. And yes, diet, exercise, and taking these vitamins will help you, right? Yeah, I'm about saying that ragtag. But it's huge. It's huge, important. In your opinion, what's the best platform to trade futures? There is no best. You heard Webull has high fees. Not really. Not in relationship to some of the others. You're just not aware of how much the other ones charge. Are there ones that are more expensive? Yes. Are there ones that's less expensive? Yes. Fees isn't the only thing to consider also, right? When you see somebody bragging about their fees, their margins may be high, right? Somebody's bragging about how low their margins are, their fees may be real high. You have to look at a broker for the way that you trade, right? If you're trading high volume, hundreds of trades, or even whatever, half of that a day, and you have an account that you don't care what the margin is, you're concerned about how much the fees are because you're doing trade after trade after trade. And those added, it's part of the cost of trading, but it's built in, you don't see it. But you want to get your fees as low as you can if you're a high volume trader. Now, if you're very low, you're making 3 or 5 trades a day, you really care about what the fees are? Probably not, right? You care how much it's going to cost me to get in this, right? Because it's not that big of a deal, right? You're not going to generate all those. But it just depends. It depends on you and your type of trading. One is not necessarily better than the other. Those who brag about one thing that they like, lowest margins in the industry or lowest fees in the industry. Well, look a little deeper, see how are they offsetting. They're going to make their money one way or another, right? It's like going to the store, 30% off. Yeah, but you jacked the price up 70% the last 3 months, right? Those kind of things. So be wary. Compare apples, try as much as you can, apples to apples with the broker, right? Stick with reputable ones. Don't get these fly-by-night ones that you never heard of, right? So that's what you have to look at. Now, I am with Tradeovate, and I have the pro membership. So yes, my fees are substantially lower than even Weebles. Weebles is actually lower than Tradeovate's fees, okay? But Tradeovate margins are about a fourth in some cases of what Weebles are. Not a fourth, but probably 40% less overall.
Depending on your membership. Yep.
Yeah. If you just have the free one, it's about 40%. Now, if you get the pro one, it's really a lot, right? So it's not all about one or the other. It's the whole package. Okay. You want to be able to chart on your broker's thing, or are you going to use TradingView? Some are better at charting. Some of them suck at charting. As far as I'm concerned, I do not like Tradeovate's charting. I don't use it. Meant more for day trading, in the moment, but I don't use it. I haven't taken the time. I just know I didn't like it on my initial impression, but I love Tradeovate. I love their low fees. I love their low margin requirements. I love how they provide an opportunity for the rest of our members that have small accounts to get in and trade all day long on relatively low margin fees in the industry, right? Now, that's margin. Now, their fees are maybe higher than what Weebles are, but Weebles is crazy, right? So it can be. So you can't compare just one thing. You got to look at the whole package. Would you be able to review a big spike down in silver that happened a bit ago? I'd like to know what a person is looking forward to staying as long as possible. You're asking the wrong person about staying in a trade long as possible. Yes. I will.
Yeah, I was going to let you handle that one. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah. Just because all your questions make me feel like a hypocrite. Don't feel bad for me. Do as I say, not as I do. Which time one are you talking about there, Mr. Tiggy? Yes, Mr. Tiggy. You got a time?
I can answer that one.
Yep. Come on, Tiggy. Which one? What time? I'd like to know what a person looking forward to staying as long as possible. I dropped around 30%. That would be tough to stay in it after it went past down 10 and not expect a rebound. Never trade on hopium. That's one thing. That's why you have a stop. You never trade without a stop. If it stops you out, oh well. You just lost that trade. Move on to the next one. But spike down, that's what you get. I don't know which one you're talking about. It doesn't really matter. You can just pick one. Right? Here's one here. Let's say you're in this, right? It's sitting flat and then whoosh. Might even be the one you're talking about, right? Well, if you had a 25 tick stop, would that have saved you? Well, I got in up here and it dropped. Well, that's a 50 tick. That's a 50 tick drop almost, right? 47. If I had a 25 tick stop, which would have been about right here, that would have saved me half of my losses there. That's why you always trade with a stop. That protects you against these here, right? That's a $50. That's a 50 tick stop, $25 a tick, right? It's $1,250 per contract that you would have lost by not having a stop. Okay. Plus you're losing the opportunity cost of that money to trade another trade. All right. See ya, Doug. So you always trade. Now, why does it do that? Well, who knows? The market makers decided that's where it was a sell point, right? Or maybe they decided at that time that's just what they at 155 sell, right? So we don't know why these things do these at one time, right? Just a bunch of people wanted to get in or get out, take their profits. They might have got tired of sitting in this consolidation, right? The longer you sit in it, people get nervous and they're like, well, this ain't going up. I'm getting out. Well, not only did you decide that, so did 10,000 other people. Right? That'll cause it. Could be the big institutions decide to sell it. Just don't really know. We never know the real reason. Now, if we get news releases and stuff like that, yes, we'll see a direct impact on the market. These day-to-day, these big candles will stop you out. Right? There's the whole conspiracy about how the big market makers do that on purpose to get you out of your contracts. Not going to go down that rabbit hole. So anyway, stops will prevent you from that. You should never lose that kind of money, right? Get your stops set properly. You won't have to worry about wrecking your account. The day it spiked down, someone at AT had a record day that day. Yes, I did. So did a bunch of other people. Matter of fact, we had pretty good record days today with those big spike downs earlier today. There's some big ones in here today that we were involved in, right? Big drops, pops, pulls. down here. We wrote this bad boy down. It was sitting there for a while. We knew just wanted to come down to our level, and we waited, and it did. Bang, bang, made a lot of money that way. That's where knowing your levels. Now, this is not my normal trading chart here. I have my other one on my my other system. I don't have all the lines on here. All right, Mr. Tig. Let's see what do we got over there on the Tiki Talks. Do I have a why? No, I don't think anybody does. Well, I know somebody does. I think, or no, that's the other one. There's certain ones that are banned for sale in the United States. So, I have a phone. No. How do you get your mind right? I already said that. And Doug said those are banned in the U.S. Okay. Not up on the latest phone. I deal with iPhones. That's all I carry. Need discipline and focus. What type of level 2 quotes do you need? Well, there's only one type of level 2. You have level 1 and level 2, right? So you get CME group level 2 for futures, not for, I guess, okay, I guess what you're saying. Which ones you need? You need the CME group level 2. That's what you need. Or you can get level 1 if you don't use the L2. If you don't understand the L2, if you don't use the L2, don't get the L2. You only need real-time data. That's what the L1 is. Just a single line. But it's real-time data. That's what you have to have. That's like generally $11 a month. The L2 is going to run you around $40 a month. If you don't use the L2, then don't get it because it's just a waste of your money. But I do use it. It's a tool. So you want this for futures, you have to have called CME level 2, depending on what broker you're looking at. The one that you have for stocks will not work with futures. The one with futures will not work with stocks. They're two standalone products, two entirely different trading investment vehicles, and they are out of two different areas. Futures is out of Chicago Mercantile Exchange, which is what CME stands for, Chicago Mercantile. And then you have the New York Stock Exchange, which is, guess where? Where do you think it's at? You're right, New York, right? So they're not even the same thing. So you do have to have separate for futures. Sucks, but it's just the way it is. I don't like paying for two data packages either, but it is what it is. Webull was having a promotion that if you funded your account, you would get their L2 for the rest of the year free. So there's something to weigh in, right? You're going to pay $40 a month for it for somebody else. That might be very appealing to get with Webull, right? Gold, sir. Yes, we could look at gold. That's silver. Gold probably looks the same, I would imagine. Kind of. All right. We are stuck between the VWAP and the 200, but I don't care about that. We're so far apart. More concerning part is that we're right on the 200 MA, and we are at the bottom of the channel. But I want to see if I'm going to enter this trade to the downside. I want to make a break and hold of this level / and even the 200 MA. So basically, kind of down here is where I would be entering this to the downside. Upside, it can go pretty much anywhere once it gets up above these right here. I really want to see it get out of the middle, diddle in the middle, but then you got to deal with all these here. I'd like to see a big down pull to the downside because there's really not a lot of, there's a little minor level here, right? But that's quite a ways down there. What do you want to know about gold? There, a fifth? You're a fifth? Is that what you are? A fifth of what? Whiskey? Fifth? No, a fifth. I don't know what a fifth is. I'm not hip enough to know what a fifth is. All right, here it comes. Break and hold to the downside. Well, there's my break. I want to see another candle. We'll see this next candle start on the shoulder of this previous candle. And then, we can take a look at it. Now, look at the gap between that. See, that shows you how bad the volume is. I wish I'd never entered this trade. It's only got 10 volume. See that big gap between these two candles? What happens there, time has passed with nobody buying it. And then when they do jump in, you get these gaps. So when you see that, that's a sign of low volume. See how it didn't even start or touch the other candle? A big gap there. So that means nobody did any buying or selling for a few seconds there, right? 10 seconds, whatever. And then all of a sudden they jump in. This is very dangerous with low volume. Again, I said this earlier. So you don't want to just jump in here. This is a trade you don't want to take, right? See what happens? Low volume. Just when you thought it was going down, it goes back up. But with low volume, they quit buying it. They want to sell it. They can shoot, drop like a rock too. I don't know what you wanted to know there, A5, about gold. You asked about it. Questions? Comments? All of a sudden joined. Thank you, sir. Cardi, thank you for your follow over there. And Thomas for your questions. Lee, Die, Monad, Die, Lee, Lou, see all you here, Clay. All right. I'm only up to 8,000 on my clicks here today. What's going on? Everybody's tired today. Come on, I wanted 60,000 today. You know. Sunrack, Bitcoin. Which Bitcoin? Just straight up Bitcoin? Look at Bitcoin. Talking about futures here, but we can look at Bitcoin. I ain't looking at nothing else at the moment. Here we go. Bitcoin's down considerably. It's down 1.63% of the day. What do you want to know about Bitcoin? There, son. Thank you for that follow, Lee. What do you want to know? I don't have this charted out. Can I chart it out? Can I tell you what some levels are? Well, let's go. Well, let's do it. Challenge accepted. I don't have this charted out. I don't trade it. Not this way, I don't. That way. Anyhow, right? Oh, I didn't want that. All right, so what I'm going to do, since I don't have any lines on my chart, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to get me some lines on my chart. Because these are 4-hour chart. I'm going to go, here's a level. Where else? There's another down in here. So I can see better. Line there. Yeah, since I got it there, I'll just drag it down to here. How's that? There. All right. See what else I want? Some level. Is that there? One. Let me a little bit more so I can see what I'm doing. Got that line there. All right. I'm pretty good there. Yeah. 9360. All right. Let me go up here a little higher in case this thing breaks out. Go up here to the top of these. That's already got a line there. There's the bottom of these candles here, and there, and there, and there. And there we go over here. Go to the tops of these candles over here. All right, so now I can go back to, let's say, 2-minute chart. What do you want to know? Long-term view chart, 1 to 5 years? No, I don't play that game. I do not know enough about Bitcoin to even talk about long-term. I know, say somebody said something the other day about a 4-year cycle or something. Yeah, that's not going to help me one bit as far as trading to trade. I'm not a Bitcoin trader. I can, but I don't. No problem. It's a good question. Normally Bucko would be in here. He could answer that question for you. He's not in today. He had some stuff to take care of. One of our moderators. He kind of hangs out here in the TikTok chat, helps out. So that's a good question. There's nothing wrong with your question. But as far as the trend, yeah, I don't even think in that length of time personally. I'm such a momentum trader. I'm in it for the now. I can trade this up and down all day, right? If it was a perpetual, right? I can short this. I can go up and down. Can you go up and down on when you're holding the Bitcoin? Nope. You only make money when it goes up, right? So, well, trading futures, I can trade this up, and I can trade it down. I can make more money doing this than I can holding an actual Bitcoin, believe it or not, right? Come in here every day, trade Bitcoin futures. You're going to make, I've every reason to believe you're going to make more money. Now, do you own it? No. What do I care? If it goes down, what if I'm holding a Bitcoin and you know, you got in at what did it go up to 127,000 or something, and it's down to what 70,000, 68,000, right? Look at all the money you lost if you'd bought in high, right? Well, I could have traded that whole drop down. If it goes back up, I could trade this whole drop up. I could trade it here today, right? This has more volume in it, right? Let me see if I get this double bottom bounce here, right? Okay. Let's see if I can jump in here. What did I just buy? No, obviously do not have the stop even nowhere near where it was supposed to be. I don't know. Try this. Try again. It stopped me out as soon as I got in. That's why now I can move my stop loss down. So if this pulls down, I'm playing this to the upside with bounce to the upside. Why? Off the double bottom. Calls on support, puts on resistance. Right? Now you saw I was in profit. I could have took a profit, but right? If this bounces, if it don't, I'll rip the Band-Aid out and get out and re-enter to the downside. Yep, you can do that. Trading Bitcoin futures rather than holding the physical, right? No, it's not physical. You know what I mean. Holding it in a cold wallet. Yeah, I'm at a support level here. Now, I don't know enough about Bitcoin. Is that a strong support level? I don't know. I got all day to look at this thing, right? I'm in it for the now. But right now, I know that's a support level. Doesn't mean it's going to stay there. It could go right up or it could continue down. Continues down, well, then, you know, I'm getting out of it. I can always re-enter to the downside as far as that goes, right? But I want to break and hold it below this level. Give me some confidence is what it wants to do, and I don't have that confidence. I think it's a long. It's going to bounce off this triple bottom here. You know, I got all this to deal with over here. I don't have any minor lines there or anything, right? I could drop. That's why I'm waiting. I come over here and pop some other 2-minute line. Normally I go like 4 hour, 2 minute. I didn't do it with this one, but time's sake. So I can see these candles right here. There's a level I got to worry about, right? It depends how many lines you want to put on your chart. Me, I always have too many lines on my chart. So, you know, right there, that level there. It's got to break above that candle. See all these over here? Look at this mess, right? Same way on the upside. Now, it did not bounce like I had one, even though I was in profit, I could have took it. It did not bounce up like I had hoped for. So it's not looking good. Doesn't mean it still can't. Right there, I'm up 199, up 297, up 281. You know, so I could took that at any time. I just want to see what it was going to do. I'll wait for my next candle here in, I got this on a 1 minute. Why do I, 2 minute? Why do I got it? 1 minute. Where's the 1 minute counter right here? 25 seconds left. Candle. Or it starts a new one. If it breaks and holds above this top of this candle, it's currently in play. That'll be another indicator maybe for a potential move short term to the upside against the trend. Yeah, I can take profit. I'm profitable right now in Bitcoin. I don't even trade it. Why? Because a chart's a chart's a chart. Once you learn how to do these things, learn basically, there it is on the shoulder previous. I told you that would be a stronger trade, right? There I am up $1,100, just that quick, bang, bang. Again, this is a simulated account. It's not real, right? But just showing you that I can use basic trading principles, bounces off of double bottoms, in this case, quad bottom, right? If anything, it should have broke through that time. Actually, it should have broke through here on this one, but it didn't, for whatever reason. Can I re-enter this trade? Sure. If it gets a breaks and holds above this line here, I can get back in again, right? So that's how you do that. Questions, comments? All right. Guess I'm going to hang out here on Bitcoin. At least it's got, at least it has volume. What else? Else got volume? Yes, pulling to the downside still. Let's see here. Nope, kind of flat. And got a little bit of volume. Not much, but it has volume. It has even less volume on NQ. Well, I enter this trade the upside. Yeah, if I could break and hold the 9 EMA, which is this white line, I could jump in there and trade that, right? Wait and see. What's it going to do? Can I scalp this candle? Yeah, I could. Don't want to. It's right that close to the 9. Why would I want to crush myself that way? You know what I mean? Picking up what I'm putting down. All right. We will see here. Reading the message there. Questions? Comments? Nice to see you, Michael. Join over there on TikTok. Where else are you going to get your questions answered live like this? Come on. Anybody else do this? Nope. Give you a free live like this? Nope. By the way, if you haven't been already, why haven't you been to our website? American Dream Trading. I'll share that to you here in a minute. You head on over there and get those memberships, right? Get involved. Start your training to change your life today. Here I'm up 6,000. I'm up 8,000 on here on Bitcoin. 9,000, 7,500, 55,000, 8,000. I'm on 8,500. Got enough oomph to get up there or not? Let's go. You got enough oomph? Huh? Your mind's got to be sharp. You got to decide what you want to do here, right? I don't like how it's pulling back. I'm going to take 2,500 out of that, whatever that was, 10, 12,000. Could have took it up there. Why didn't I? Well, I don't know. You don't know how high's high. Could have popped, right? Could have kept on going. Gonna jump back in here? I would if it gets above the 21. Is this blue line right here. Break and hold above that, then I will think about it again. Still have a lot of fighting going on there. Did not start on the shoulder of the previous candle. 70. Oh, this is NASDAQ. What am I thinking? Thinking I was still on Bitcoin. See, my mind went numb. Thought I was still on. There we go. Now that makes sense. Okay, now my L2 makes. Looking at it for some guidance. People are sitting at. No, break and hold up here. It looks like it will. Got a little bit of oomph to the upside. This will be a quick scalp. The diddle in the middle, we'll see. Up to here, see right here. These I told you to look left. So just above that gray line there, right? See why I'm talking, I'm losing money, right? You see that, right? All right, now I'm down to 0. I was up like whatever that said, 4,000 or 5,000, I believe. Down to 500. Now I'm losing. Right? But anyway, I could have took that. If it was real life, I would have took it. Questions, comments. That's why I don't trade my real account, why I'm talking to you guys. But all day long. Not why I'm talking to you here. Answering questions and stuff.
MES?
Yes. What about it?
MES.
What about it?
I was just, can we look at it?
Yeah. What do you want to know? You just want to look at it because it's perfect.
Everything, Mark, everything.
Everything. Oh my.
I just got back from the gym, so I wanted to see what your thoughts were.
Okay. My thoughts are it's flat. It's in a channel. Been in this channel.
Kind of has been.
Since whatever time this is over here. Right?
Yeah.
Been there for a long time. Not looking good. Doesn't mean it can't break out at any time, but been here since 1:30. Right now. Can I channel trade that? Yep, all day long. Right? Trade it when it goes to the bottom, goes when it gets up the top, trade it when it goes down, right? So if I would happen to have a Draw some lines here, right? I can identify my channel being right here, right? Overall, there is some outliers that's popped up through, right? Come down here, do the same thing. Where's the bottom of my channel? I would say it's right about here, right?
Yeah.
I can draw a line. I can trade that. So as this comes up, I can trade it, hits that and goes back down. Gets down here, I can trade it to the upside. Do that all day long, up and down, up and down. Yep.
So you're looking at that horizontal channel instead of the regression channel.
No, I was just saying no, I would look at that. I just wanted a tighter channel for visual reference.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because these other ones came here, right here, here. This is the only one that popped
Right.
out. So even
Gotcha.
though that
Oh, okay,
is the
cool.
true top of the channel, right?
Yeah,
And it will
I see
trade
what you're saying.
inside this channel all day long, the real one, right? I just did
Right.
that. I had it straight across, a little tighter, right? If it breaks out above, fine. But if it doesn't, fine too, right? Same way here. These all hovered right here, but yet there was a breakout. Well, the channel takes that into effect, right? So you have your highs.
But the majority of the traffic is within the two lines that you
that's
drew.
how that's the
Gotcha.
approach I took, right?
Okay, cool.
So you can channel trade up and down. Doesn't mean it's going to keep doing this. Takes
Right.
a lot. You got to be laser focused. You can't, when it comes up to the top, no, go ahead and get out, right? Write it back down. Rinse and repeat until it does it, right? This one
Right.
here would have been pretty rough, but they're all rough. It's harder to channel trade than anything else. Can I get in here and do a short? I could come in here and go like that, jump in, catch a quick buck on the way down, right? When it gets down there at the bottom, you could actually, the nice thing about trading view, you can actually reverse your position right here. I'd rather close it out myself just so I know. There's some funky things that can happen on the position reverses, but is this going to come down? Go ahead.
You might have answered this already, but do you trade in TradingView? Or I know you said you had a Tradevate account. Are you trading in Tradevate or are you connecting it to TradingView?
Yeah, I connect it to trade everything, but I connect Webull and or Tradevate to TradingView. Now, right now, today I'm trading paper trading, and I'm just using TradingView's paper trading thing.
So on your normal chart, do you have all the lines drawn out, like gold levels and things like that?
Yes, I do.
On TradingView?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, for some reason it didn't transfer all these over. I don't know why. I mean, they're there, but it's limited.
Yeah.
Oh, it is there. Never mind. They're all there. Right there they are. See?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it shot up so high. That's all.
Right. And you like scalping off the 9? Is that your favorite?
Yeah, that's anything on the break and holds, whether it be the 9, whether it be the channel, whether it be VWAP, whether it be the 200, whether it be historical levels. I'm not picky. I just want to see a break and hold. If I show up late to the game, I'm going to wait for a break and hold. Just say if I showed up now, well, I'm not going to do anything until this comes down to here, right? I'm going to wait.
To the channel.
I'm going to wait and see if there's a break and hold below this trend line, then I'll get in. Or I'm going to see. The shortest thing I'm going to do is wait. I recognize this is a channel or a double bottom. I'm going to wait, for that to get there, and then I'll take the trade just like this, right? I got in here early, but this bounces here, then I'll come out profitable. If it breaks on through, then, that's how it goes sometimes. I'm going to wait and see here if we get this bounce off of this or not. This may be the time it breaks through to the downside, doesn't stop. It's hard to tell. You never know.
Right.
For sure. But I'm playing that's a trend. Like a channel.
The bounce.
And there it goes, right? Now is it going to go all the way back up? Well, it has been.
Okay.
So
cool. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the help.
This is where some people will use their take profit button. And I can see the value in that, right?
Sure.
Because if you're in a channel that keeps going all the way up the same place all the time, well, yeah, you could do that, right? Or even short of it, right? I don't ever use take profit because what happens if this breaks through? Well, now I missed out on all that, right?
Yeah.
So that's why we don't use. And here's my stop to the downside. Well, I really don't want that down that far because if it goes down that far, now I'm going to lose money, right? I'm trading a tight channel. I'm going to move my stop up tighter than normal. Okay. That's a 6 tick. That's too tight. What is the ticks right now? 8. Yeah, I want that. At least 10. 8. Yeah, we'll just leave it there for now. It doesn't matter. If it breaks down through here, it's probably gonna quit doing it. So as you can see, there's my bounce candle trade. Right, I'm up $1,500 now. Can I move my stop up? Sure can. Right? Can I move it right here? Yeah, I sure can. But my candle's not up far enough that I'm liable to get stopped out right away. You got to give it room to breathe. So I don't even care about the stop.
And that
I'm going to manage it.
that
here.
has. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm done. Go ahead.
I was going to say that had, because it was running against where you drew the dotted white line as the channel plus the regression channel. So would you assume it has a higher probability of bouncing based on those two things?
Well, it always has a high probability of bouncing, but it doesn't mean it will. Again, with every statistic, I
Right.
can say 80% of the time it's going to bounce there. Well, guess what? There's 20% of the time it'll go straight through it, right? So,
Right.
so, but you have to understand that when you take that trade, some things are
Right.
higher risk scalping, right?
Right.
Bouncing off, pulling back, and bouncing off the 9. Very high, technically high risk. But to me, I don't see it that way. I understand I'm not going to piss around in it. I'm going to get my money and get out. I'm not going to let it sit there and run all day, right? Because
Yeah.
you know, there's part of that statistic says it won't bounce, right? And I did a couple of those today where
True.
it didn't bounce, right? So I just ripped the Band-Aid off, take the loss, move on to the next trade. That's all you can do.
Right. Do you ever move your stop up to protect the trade?
Yes. If I'm in it a long time,
Okay.
I will.
Sure. Okay.
Do I do it all? No, I'm usually not in a trade all that long. So it's not a common thing for me. But like this,
Sure.
as long as these candles keep starting on the shoulder of the previous, I'm going to stay in this trade. Now I can
Right.
start moving up, like you said, here and protect it. All right. So now I'm guaranteed $1,100 right now, no matter what happens. All right. So I'm going to come out green in this trade. You just got to watch you don't move it up too tight because you get stopped out.
Sure.
You got to still maintain that ATR. So.
Right.
But that's okay. You know, $1,100
That's a great
guaranteed.
bounce.
That's a pretty good trade, right? It's a good feeling.
Yeah.
No matter what happens. If I blink and it pulls back, you know, at least I'm getting $1,100 out of this trade, right? I got 2,600 right now profit if I take it now, right? Ooh, why don't you take that instead? Well, what if this goes all the way up? If this goes to the top of the channel, that'll be $9,000. And there I go. I got stopped out. Made $1,100 just talking, right?
Mhm.
Life doesn't get much better than that, folks. So
True.
yeah, that's channel trading. You gotta keep it tight. Now I never use take profit, but this is where if I was going to use take profit, would I use it here? Well, number one, I'll never use it, but yes, you can use it here. I should say never say never, but I don't want to limit how much profit because, all right, so what? I'm in this. This has been bouncing off this channel all day, and I've been cashing out on stop man, and I'm getting tired of it. So I'll just put a take profit here because that's where it goes and bounces. All right. Well, it's already bounced off that thing 100 times. What if this time it don't and it shoots up and goes up to, I could have made $50,000 because sudden spike up, right? Well, no, I'm only going to make
Right.
whatever this is, right? Why do you want to do that to yourself? So the only thing, that's good for automatically doing it in case you get a wick and it goes up there, bang, it'll lock in. It'll
Mhm.
take that for you. It's very helpful that way. I just don't want to limit. I always want to limit my losses. I don't want to limit my gains. Okay. Whether it's the upside or the downside. So is this gold I'm trading? In this case right here, it's ES just because it's in a train.
Thanks, Mark.
Yes, sir. I just put this on here for reference. I'm going to take these off so I don't say, why do I got them lines on there? I need to read charts anyway, clean them up. Yeah, I made that just a hair tighter than what the other one was. The actual built-in indicators here, the regression channel. The trend channel, you can see it's kind of flat even, right? On a 1 minute, see how flat it is? So it's essentially the same thing. That's how you channel trade. If you can see where it's bouncing up and down. Now, did this one go straight up and straight down every time? No, wasn't as pretty, but that's where you make your decisions. Channel trading, you can't piss around. I'm either going to take the profit or get out of the trade, right? You got to make those decisions quick. Same way when you're scalping, it's a quick thing. If I'm doing a pullback, say a bounce off let's just say it hits this here and bounces, pulls back clear to the 55. I mean, that'd be a heck of a bounce, but let's just say that's a thing, right? Well, as it gets there, I got to decide, no, I'm going to do that. What my strategy is on that one trade and act accordingly. Right? Those are higher risk trades. The pullback bounces, those are higher trades. higher risk, if you want to say risk. Risk is, it's different for everybody. Is it a high probability trade? Yes, it is. But it also has that high probability of not bouncing, right? So it go against you either way. Who the heck is that ADT coach over? Is that coach over there? He's in the house. He's over there in the TikToks. Hey, coach. Everybody say, hey, coach. Or not. Coach is in the house.
Hey, coach. Yo.
That's all I can get out of him, coach. I'm sorry.
Hey, Coach. Hey.
Hey, coach.
Hello,
Hey.
coach.
I tell you, I don't know. It's just sometimes it's just, it's just like pulling teeth here. Sometimes I don't know what. I guess they're just not entertained.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Gold question mark.
Is this not why you are here?
Okay, gold question mark. What am I supposed to take from that comment? Yes, I love trading gold. Is that your question, Russ? What do you want to know? At the bottom of the channel? Very little to no volume. I'm not trading it. Can I trade it? Yes. I don't want to sit here and watch paint dry all day. Got a volume of 11. That is absolutely nothing. Right? Look at it sitting there. Look like it's doing anything? Nope. Doesn't interest me. Can I make money on it? Yeah, I could sit here and hope it pops up. Problem with no volume, if somebody does decide to put a big order in, guess what it's going to do? It's going to shoot one way. It may not be your way. All right? That answer your question there, Russ? Hello? Oh, I tell you, I don't know. I've seen more excitement in the cemetery than I'm seeing in here right now. Come on. Let's go. We need some volume. That's what we need.
More excitement in the cemetery. Got it.
Yep. Well, I mean, there's no volume. I don't know what they all went home today. Is there a party somewhere they didn't tell us about? I think that's what it is. I think there's a party somewhere. They just didn't tell us.
Oh, but you got to make sure you go to the cemetery at the right time of night so you can see the ghosts and goblins wandering around. Otherwise, you'll miss them.
Oh, is that right? Oh. Okay. Russ, did that answer your question about gold? Over there on TikTok. All right, let's talk about the website. Are you ready? I don't care if you're ready or not. We're going to go talk about the website anyway. Aha! How you like them apples? Huh? How you like them apples? Wrong button. Wrong button. Here we go. All right. Where'd the website go? Where'd it go? There it is. Why isn't it showing up there? Hang on. I hit the right button. I gotta. Wait a minute here. I gotta get this up here. That worked earlier on my testing earlier. All right, here we go. This should work. There we go. Now we're cooking with bacon, cooking with grease, cooking with fire. Is that what we cook with? Fire? I think that's the word. Fire. So this is our website, American Dream Trading. You can see it right here. Right there at the top. There's Coach. Ain't he a handsome guy? Yeah, ain't he handsome? What's this? I don't want this pop-up update. No. Remind me later when I'm not busy. There we go. I must have bumped this. That's what I did. I bumped it. There's Coach. I don't know. Looks like he had a facelift or something. I don't know. He's got a beard now. I don't know. He's aged quite a bit. I don't know. I think that's an AI picture. I don't know. A little airbrushing going on there. He's a handsome dude, but I can see what he looks like now in his lives. I don't know. I'm thinking there's some airbrushing going on with that photo. Anyway, come over here. It says, click here to join our memberships. That's simple, that easy. Everything you need to know can be found on our website or within our Discord. That's the only two places you need to go. Here, speaking of our Discord, it's been free. It's always been free, always will be free. Guess how much it costs today? Anybody? How much does it cost today?
Free.
Free.
I think it's free.
It's probably free, yeah, because we've never charged for it. There's our premium memberships. You can scroll up here. They're all here together. There's our VIP or VIP Gold Complete. What else we got? What else do we sell here? We got our diamond. We have our futures. What else we have? Our futures VIP. We have a crypto membership. And we have one-on-ones with either our moderator, David. And there's a one-on-one with, there's a mentorship, and then there's one-on-ones. And occasionally there'll be something with Coach when he has time to do so. His dance card has been filled lately. How do I join? Well, you just clicking on these buttons. It's amazing what technology can do. Click here. Say, I want the diamond membership. You want the creme de la creme, right? You want this. You want this bad. You go over here. Look, there's different ways. It's $8.50 a month, but there's options. All right. But wait, there's more. There's options. There's 4 options. I can get it for $5,000 one-time purchase. Lifetime. Or I can pay for it for $7,000 a year, $35.50, $25, or $850 a month. So let's just say I'm going to get me the lifetime membership. There we go. Bang, bang. Click on that. One-time payment, $5,000. Never, ever have to pay again. Have every membership level that we have here at American Dream Trading. That lets you trade stocks, stock options, crypto, and of course this, futures. Gives you a lifetime membership on all those individual memberships. Plus gets you all the a la carte things that we have other than the ones listed there. So I click continue as if I want to buy it.